Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, December the 16th. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst and educator with Vantage Markets. Well, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell is playing the Grinch this year. The Dow Jones Industrial fell more than 700 points yesterday and was pointing down again today. The much hyped Santa rally in December is turning into a lump of coal. The S&P 500 is down more than 4% since November 30th. Powell brought the opposite of good cheer at the last rate decision of the year, with projections showing interest rates going considerably higher next year and staying there. That overshadowed the slower pace of interest rate increases. Europe isn't helping. Europe Central Bank President Christine Lagarde was surprisingly hawkish this week, arguing the coming economic downturn will be shallow and that the ECB has no plans to change course anytime soon. Even if the Fed and the ECB were surprisingly optimistic about the impact of rate hikes on the economy, traders seem to digest the message in only one way: sell stocks. Everyone appears to be getting in on the act. And Elon Musk, whose diminishing portfolio toppled him from his perch of as the world's richest person this week, sold another 3.6 billion of Tesla shares. Yeah, billion with a B. Investors, needless to say, didn't like that, and the electric vehicle maker stock has continued to slide. Now, it has been left to Miss Kathy Wood to play Santa. At least she was willing to add to her Tesla holdings, but her top four picks, Zoom, Exact Science, Tesla, and Roku, are still down more than 50% for the year. Now, it really feels like the time to take a break. And there's always next year. So, with that being said, let's take a look at what we can, per se, or look at for the indices or for the markets for today. Obviously, we're seeing here the Nasdaq, which has broken below that 11,500 that the market was really holding very strongly, as you can see in the graph here. But that was broken, and now for us to say that we're gonna be seeing for the market to rebound from here, yeah, they could. Okay, they could, and that everybody wants that. Who wouldn't? All right, but the scenario continues to play out that the market is looking to give back all of this parabolic movement. So we could probably dissect, fancy word, and we could probably come and say that if the market does continue to trade lower, let's see if we will find some support around 11,200 points. I have that 11,000 points marker as support because it's a psychological level. But let's see if we will find it before that. But obviously, will come if it continues to trade through that and at the open, with all this input, with all this momentum that has behind it, will it continue? Okay, will there be any big stops laying here? Just floating orders, somewhere around here for the market to come out and take it out. If they're taken out, the market will continue to fall wherever it finds buyers that will hold the market up. And the psychological of 11,000, that's where I think it will be found. So same token applies for the S&P 500. 3750 is where I'm looking at now. Will we retest this 3,500 level of October 13th? Let's see if next week some other things will be different. Let's see how the week ends. Last week or last Friday we ended up on a red as well. So will we also close the week on red on the downside? That's yet to be seen. So let's see what happens there. As far as crude oil goes, it traded 2 days. It traded above the $76 marker when it began the year. Now it has retraced. I'm looking for crude oil to retrace all the way down to $70 in reality. Nat Gas has just really been in a very tight 80-cent channel here, just bouncing off of the of the 21-day moving average and the resistance. Now that could continue. That I'm seeing that could probably continue here. And then we have gold. Gold is actually looking to retrace back up to 1800, which I have my resistance. So let's see if that will be the case. And then we have silver. Silver has really just pulled back a lot of the nice uptrend that it created last week, and so far this week also. So let's see if it retraces all the way back down to 2250 and find that support. The moving average is coming towards it anyhow. Then we have copper. Copper is also trying to find some footing around 375. I think that it'll hold here around here, or 370, but it is down to the downside. Bitcoin fluctuated above the 18,000 briefly, and then it closed below it, and then from here it has been selling off. This node of volume, this section right here, it really entitled 17,000 is a psychological number, but it's being tested. So I'll see Bitcoin if it will come down to 16,000 just because of the news. And then we have the euro situation from that 107 fluctuation above it, and then came back and closed below it. 106 is that psychological support. Probably it'll come back down to test it. As far as the pound goes, 121 is where it'll find some support. Or you see that I'm looking at to go lower, because the dollar index is actually recuperating from such massive, not a sell-off, but in devaluation, just having that pressure, downward pressure, previous days. But yesterday was a golden day for dollar index. It really it traded lower, kind of kissed 103, and it bounced off of it, found that support. I'm looking for it to stay within this range between 103,500 and 104,500. All right, that's it for me today. I wish you a fantastic day, a fantastic weekend, and if I don't see you this year again, happy New Year and Merry Christmas.